Now, Trump's win causing protests and walkouts at colleges all across the country. Our next guest says the schools are just plain soft towards these students. Frederick Lawrence is with us, former president at Brandeis University. Sir, I have to ask you, how on earth did we come to this place of safe spaces and all the rest of it?
Well, Stuart, good morning. I'm glad to be with you. You know, I think that the truth is with safe places, what students really mean is not that the classrooms ought to be safe places, because classrooms ought to be places of vigorous discussion and free expression of lots of different views. But there are certain times where certain students are going to want places to be with students who share views to have that time together. So I think we ought to understand that campuses are a big place and it's their entire life. The key part for us is to make sure that there are adequate places where they can have rigorous, vigorous debate.
Okay. If I'm a student in one of these colleges and I am offended, because I'm very sensitive about some issue or another, and I'm offended by something that's happened, if the university doesn't respond to my sensitivity, I can sue. I think that's the case, isn't it? I can sue the university and I can say, hey, I need my safe space. I need my therapy dog. I need crayoning. And they've got to provide it. I mean, it's the lawyers that are driving some of this, isn't it?
No, I think that's a little overstated, Stuart. I understand where you're coming from, but I think that's a little overstated. I think you probably meant it to be, too. Nothing wrong with therapy dogs during exam time when students need to calm down. But I think the truth is offending means lots of different things. If you are literally threatened, that's something different. But offended in the sense of having your views challenged, that's part of what it means to be an undergraduate. And frankly, I think most students do understand that. I think what you're seeing right now is a major reaction to one of the most tumultuous elections we've ever had, regardless of your political views. This was an election of great passion, great heat, and you're seeing a reaction to that.
I'm sorry. I don't think some of these youngsters should be in a university. I just don't think they're suitable candidates for a quality university. I just don't see it. They're juveniles.
Well, you know, Stuart, it sort of depends on the students you spend time with. I can tell you the students I'm teaching right now at Yale Law School, where I'm a visiting professor, we thrash out all views in a seminar I'm teaching on higher education and the law. As a matter of fact, just our last session, we talked about free expression on campus, and a small group of students, we had left, right, and center within that room, and it was a serious, respectful discussion. So I think there's much more of that. I think there's a lot of heat and a lot less light on these issues, and what we all ought to be involved in is looking for a little more light, a little less, turn down the heat.
Oh, no. Let's have some heat. Let's have some intensity. That's what being a student's all about. I spent 3 years at the London School of Economics arguing fiercely politics. Of course, I had a couple of pints of beer inside me, but that was the way it was. Come on. What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that. I'm sure the liquid courage helped you quite a bit, but the reasoned argument was even more powerful, wasn't it?
A good one. Sir, it was a pleasure having you on the show. I think we disagree here, but nonetheless, we're from the same generation. Let's see what we can do about this. Thank you, sir.
Well, spend more time on campus with us. You take care now.
If you're not careful, I will. And I'll need a police escort.
Yeah.
All right.
I will look forward to it.
Thank you, sir. Much obliged to you. Thank you, sir.